My biggest flex. It's as big as it looks, brown culture. As much as I would love to start and end off with how amazing our culture is, let's start off with the reality first. A couple of years ago, I'd say I was 11 years old, my mother and I went outside to do the washing. We had our newborn sister with us in her pram. We were enjoying ourselves, minding our own business, and a couple of teenagers walked by. They went to the dustbin, picked up a cardboard box and threw it at my little sister. Then they continued to say things like, "Go eat some curry, go back to where you came from." It came to a point where my mum had to phone the police because they would just not stop harassing us. I was 11 years old. I was scared, of course, but confused. Why? Why were my mother and I being targeted? Why, of all people, my little sister? Scenarios like these is why when I was younger, I wanted to be white. I wanted to have that same privilege, that same acceptance in society, to use that colour of skin as a protector from hatred and violence. Yes, I put this out there because now looking back, I feel ashamed for looking down at what I represent. It is important to realise that whether you are white, brown, black, native, Hispanic or any other, you have your identity. It is our duty to build these bridges of trust, love, understanding and respect between our cultures to unite our differences as one. Ladies and gentlemen, I promise you that when I was in the womb, my dad was already planning my career for 20 years later. Like, "Beta, you will be doctor, okay? Make family proud." And he doesn't just mean my family of 8, he means the whole brown community, half of which I've never met. We don't have family trees, we have family forests. Our cuisine is loved across all nations, from our beautiful sequined clothing to our perfection of making tea. From being able to travel to the other side of the world and meeting a brown stranger, but talking to them as if you've known them for years, to being able to relate to those who have that same red wiggly line underneath our name in Microsoft, that swiftly turns into an argument about whose mum makes a better biryani. Now that's my culture. Even though I'm not ready to sacrifice my own life for Pakistan, I promise to every single one of you that you have a culture that you represent. It is your duty to embrace it and make it your biggest flex. In fact, our biggest flex.